welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Life and a Rule with the I'm gonna say sorry, I'm kind of happy because I love this topic. So this is Life on a Roll with the I'm gonna say, and today we'll be talking about lifestyle. Double colon who we are. So lifestyle, who we are. Okay, so what is lifestyle? Alfred Adler in his book The Case of Miss R 1929 defined lifestyle as a person's basic character as established early in childhood. Okay, so now what is the relationship between lifestyle and who we are? Firstly, I need you to know that who you are is your identity. So it is like today's topic is in short lifestyle double colon identity. That's the relationship between both. Okay, so now I need to know that there are factors that influence who we are, our identity. There are factors, environmental factors, and all of that. And I would like to divide these factors into two: intangible factors and tangible factors. Tangible factors in the sense of demographic variables. I'll slow down. There are intangible factors in the sense of preferences, a person's values, and outlooks, etc. Short story. Now, when I was in uni, sorry, I'm still in uni, my first year in uni, I used to wonder if people were acting so abnormal in quotes. And then, not like abnormal, it was just weird because, then I told my mom that so I had to like lament to her and everything, and she has to be like, you have to understand that your upbringing is different from their upbringing. You people are even from different cultural backgrounds, and she has to explain all of other things. And I have to be like, oh, and ever since she said it, I was able to like understand and tolerate some extreme excesses. I was able to, because it made me like, okay, I'm not perfect, because some things that I think they are normal, they will see it as absurdly abnormal. So yeah. So now that would make us understand that the environment a child grows up in is of, or a person grows up in or lives in, is of high importance to the identity of the person, the lifestyle, because you cannot give what you do not have. And so while growing up, we would have picked the lifestyles available to us. Now, for example, if you grow up in an academic setting, you'll most likely be tending towards being an academician. Most likely. That's the truth. If you grew up in a business empire, you most likely be tending towards being a business person. Simple. Okay, now, so that is easy. But I need you to know that lifestyle and who we are, that is our identity, is inseparable. It is like the case of the hen and the egg, which protected which we do not know. But what I know is that they are helping each other. That is, one helps to pick the other, and the other helps to pick the other one. So now I have three major questions for you. Number one, who are we? Who is the society? What comprises of the society? What makes society the society? Hello? And the second question is, who are you? Who is the you as in my neighbor now? Who is the person next to you? Ask that person, who are you? Who is the person next to you? What makes the person that person? What makes the person the way the person is? That is unique. Now, this question, if you do not know it in life, my dear, you need to know it before you can know what you're doing in life, honestly. Now, who am I? Ask yourself that question. Who am I? Okay, by the time one of my moms, she asked me, who are you? She asked me that question. And I was like, I'm a child of God. I'm so. I said my name, and I was saying, and she was like, no, the only thing you got there was, I'm a child of God. And I like the way you started. And then she had to be like, your name or your family does not have anything to do with who you are. And that made me think if I could give a reasonable answer. And if you ask me today, I would boldly tell you.
Up in my Maserati, baby, up in my Maserati.
You know, but then, so who am I? Ask yourself, because the moment you know who you are, then you will know what you want out of life. Then you're actually going to have a smooth ride through life. Full stop on that. Now, that is that. Now, please, we need to know, how does our lifestyle depict us? Your lifestyle, how does it depict you? What does it depict you as a society? What does it depict us as a people? Hello, and as a person, as an individual, what does it depict you as? While growing up, especially if you are a Christian, I don't know about that religions, but I know about mine, you'd have been told that be careful of the kind of light you shine, because that means that you have to, because I don't know, you might do something, I know the implication. You might. It happens to me too. So how do you view yourself from the eye of the outsider? That is, how do you go outside of yourself and observe yourself without being biased? And this is where self-evaluation comes in. From time to time, I do mine on a monthly basis every month. And also having people that you're accountable to. So such people, you can walk up to them and be like, what do you think I should work on? Now I have 2 questions. I don't know how to spoon feed us. Sorry, I'm almost like rushing through this. I feel like I'm talking really fast. But I don't know how to spoon feed us. I'll be asking you guys questions that I want you guys to go and think about. Like, I don't want to like spoon feed you guys. Just go and think about it and you get your answers. Now, I need you to think about this. Do you, as a person, feel the need to improve on yourself? Do you feel the need to work on your flaws? Do you feel the need to work on your person? Then, secondly, as a society, do we feel the need to work on ourselves? Some people need perhaps a reformation. Perhaps it will change. Maybe just a little twitch there. Just, do we, especially towards certain issues, such as rape, corruption? Because there's some lines of thought that you hear and you be like, but then, that's why I think that was actually like made me get this interest in criminology, because it made me feel like, why do people think like this weirdly? Although mine is towards criminality, yes. Because how will you sit down and be saying things that are not reasonable to me, rational things to me or to some other people? No, that's like the lifestyles available to people now. That is where it comes in. That is why we need to understand some underlying factors. And this is my conclusion. Now, since we just realized that the lifestyles available to us is what we pick from, apparently. Now, if your parents, apologies, okay, let me use your parents, so let me say directly to you, sorry. Now, let's use Mr. A and B. They come together, but they're dysfunctional. They give birth to children that are dysfunctional. Maybe not dysfunctional to that, maybe just a little flaw, but that flaw is a particular one. And this is why there are so many issues in the society that we complain about. And these issues, we keep complaining, and nothing actually gets to change. But it will change if you and I sit down and be like, what flaws do I have? And then we write down like, oh, I must work on this, and we work towards working on it, and then we improve. Then our children would, even as adults, if you're already married and watching this right now, if you already have children, no, if you sit down and like, this is so flaw, and they start working on it, your children are actually going to notice it. They're going to notice it. Like, honestly, they are going to understand. They'll be like, wow, this is wrong. If mommy is working on it, then it has to be wrong. If daddy is working on it, it has to be wrong. And they start working on it too, mindful, like consciously. They put their mind to it. Like, so that is why we need. There's some issues that we just complain about, but it's a root issue because it's something that we picked from our childhood. So that is why, as my generation is very dysfunctional. If we as individuals work on ourselves, the society gets to improve collectively. Do you get? Because the way, if I work on myself, my neighbor will see me and be like, this person has already improved, though, that this. The person will be motivated to work on him herself, and then the A influences B influences C. Then like that, the whole society changes. It starts from one person and it spreads. It's a network. It's a link, and that is why I would like to ask us this question: that don't you feel that the issues the society is facing, that Nigeria is facing, whichever country you are in, your country is facing, I think that if we all as individuals work on our little bit as in your flaws, that don't think that we're going to create a better community for our future leaders. Because by the time we work on ourselves, our children will come, our husband will come and be like, then if they're doing this is wrong, then I should not do this. And then we get to have a better country, a progressively better country. And so I think my point is lifestyles we are, and we can't differentiate it. And also, the lifestyles available to us as children will be the ones that are going to manifest in future as adults. And so, even as adults, if you feel like there's this thing about you can't bend a dry fish, yes, but I would like to disagree. I would like to disagree to agree. I would like to actually disagree, because if you're saying you can't bend a dry fish, my dear, if you're already grown the way I'm growing, I'm working on certain flaws in my life, and yes, I'm improving in those areas. That's because I'm intentional about it. So those areas that I'm working on will continue to improve because I'm intentional about it. So I feel like you can actually bend a dry fish if that dry fish is willing. That is my own no. I don't know. I stand to be corrected, but in my opinion. And so, point is, yes, people from lifestyles that are available, but there's communities whereby you see a totally different person and I wonder how come this person is like this, but that person determined within him or herself to be different, to be a better person. Do we get the idea? And so when we say lifestyle over here, it's the same thing, yes, and the factors responsible are largely our environment and you as a person. So if you're not determined to be different, if you're not determined to be a better person, my dear, forget. If you grow up in the midst of people that are perfect, you cannot be perfect if you do not determine. You would only see the perfection all around you, but it will not influence you unless you open your heart to it. So I think we are done. I know that we are done. So thank you for joining me on today's edition of Life on a Roll with Omonose. See you next week. Kashia, see ya, era. And please wait. Kindly like this video and kindly comment in this comment section below and kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can like to follow me on Instagram o_knows and Twitter no_other_say and on Facebook Elastone Kane. Thank you very much. I love you guys.
Jerusalem.